So, welcome. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, it's me, David, Jersey Boy Music, and we are going to talk a little bit about such an iconic album from the 70s. It is this one, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. So, stay tuned. So welcome to my channel. It's me, David, here in my music den, Jersey Boy Music, and we're talking about this classic, oh my gosh, released in March of 1973, Dark Side of the Moon. And to say this is an iconic album, I don't like to throw those words around too much, but this is iconic. And if you're looking for a copy of this iconic album, do you go with an original like this? This is 1970s pressing, really nice condition, nice shape. Do you spend maybe $75 or so, $100 or more on eBay to get a vintage copy like this? Or would you go for maybe, how's this, $30, $40 reissue? Digital remaster reissue. I think it's a digital remaster. It's remastered, all right, and it's on heavyweight 180 gram vinyl. Do you go for this? Is it worth? I mean, which one's worth it? Let's take a little bit closer look at each of these, shall we? Surely, and don't call me Shirley. Okay, so this is, I believe this was a third or fourth U.S. pressing of Dark Side of the Moon, and now we're going to compare it with the more recent the remaster. And so a couple of just differences is that the original 1970s pressing has a nice glossy cover. It is this like poster board type of cover. I mean, it's just standard. There's the inside of the gatefold and back. But it is a glossy paperboard cover, whereas the remaster, it's a duller matte finish. But I think for me, it just pops so much nicer. It's more deluxe, and unlike the original, this has it's a double pocket. Same graphics by Hypnosis inside, and the back cover, and on there it's got the Pink Floyd catalog number, and here it has the Harvest, aka Capitol Records number. Really nice. So let's take a look at the actual records. Okay, well, this time on the records we're going to start with the 180 gram remaster, the more modern one. Great graphic on the label, and this is 180 gram vinyl, vintage vinyl. Sounds really good. It's noiseless, beautiful. Really happy with it. And then we'll go over to the Harvest release. Now, nice thing is that, here, I mean, they kept the integrity of the original labels. And then this is thinner vinyl. It sounds pretty, it sounds good. It's Dark Side of the Moon. Early pressing on it, 1970s pressing. Can't complain. But how do they compare? Actually the remaster sounds really good, rich and full. To me, there's hardly a difference in the sound, except that there's no, on the newer one, there's no, whatchamacallit, like vinyl noise. It's pretty quiet. So I just want to give you a little look-see at that. And one other thing with the record, something I really like about these reissues, and they do it with the Beatles reissues as well, is these heavyweight Mylar lined inner sleeves. that just, to me, it just screams retro release. I mean, just deluxe. But now let's take a look at what comes with the guitar, the case candy. Let's take a look at the inserts. Okay, first off, you got these. They're like little postcard size. I believe they're stickers. Yeah, they're stickers. So, and this is stuff that was originally released with the album. So we're going to look at the posters. So anyone growing up in the 70s, late 60s, and on into the 70s will tell you posters were the thing. So this is one of two posters that came originally with Dark Side of the Moon. And this is reissued very faithfully for this package. Poster number 2. Which makes no sense to me. I mean, the other poster, it's of the band, it's got their name, it's got their pictures, but, you know, hey, some pyramids, whatevs. But it ties in with that prism theme on the cover. And then one other thing to show. And this is the last thing. And I keep these, obviously I cut these out off of the shrink wrap. The hype stickers, this one is the original style hype sticker that originally came with the album, because, you know, if you look at the actual album cover, hypnosis. I mean, there's no way to tell what this is when you first buy it. Now it's so iconic, but, you know, so they would just on the shrink wrap throw that on there so you know what you're getting. And then for the reissue, you've got this hype sticker. Gives you song listings, remastered from the original analog tapes. And this is, to me, you know, I love the reissues of the Beatles albums, but this one just seems so much nicer. It's bigger, so it would just to give you a scale, reference scale. There we go. So now let's have some closing comments. All right, well, there we go. Again, do we go with an original 70s or 80s pressing? Pressings going into, I think, starting in 1983. After the Harvest label was discontinued, they're issued on Capitol Records. Thinner vinyl. It's kind of the luck of the draw. I would probably, if you're going with an original pressing, go as early as possible. And reportedly, you know, if you get a United Kingdom pressing, they're even better. But really, nothing bad about, in my opinion, a 1970s Harvest pressing from here in the States. Or do you go with the remaster for $30? I was actually super surprised with the remastered version. If you're buying the album and you want it on vinyl for that 1970s experience, it's so rich and full. It's really, really nice to listen to. I just got done listening to it. And, you know, you could listen to it on CD. Probably sounds about the same. But hey, if you want a good vinyl experience, there's no harm in this one. It's a really nice vinyl version to get, and it's affordable too. So there you go. That's all I gotta say about that. So until next time, it's me, David. I'm here in my music den for Jersey Boy Music, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks so much for watching.